Hey, boys and girls, and today we're going to do another hunt, but it's not going to be a shape hunt like yesterday. It's going to be a money hunt. Let's just review real quick, though, some of the shapes we saw yesterday. Who can tell me what this is? I hope you said square. And you remember this one? This is probably the hardest one. 4 sides. It's a trapezoid. And this is also another type of trapezoid. This is a rectangle, triangle, pentagon, 6 sides, hexagon, and octagon. All right, so yesterday we learned what our shapes were and we reviewed our shapes. Today we are going to review coins. So hopefully by the end of this lesson, you can tell me what a quarter, dime, nickel, and penny looks like. All right, so we're going to start. I have these really big pictures. Aren't these cool? This is to help you see magnified what each one looks like. So this is heads, get it? And this is tails. And heads has a person's head on it. George Washington, maybe. And that is on the quarter. If you'll look real carefully, it says $quarter on the bottom of that. A quarter of a dollar is 25 cents. So a quarter, and here's an example of a real quarter. A quarter is the largest coin we have, and it's worth the most. It's 25 cents. It's silver. Now, the really cool thing about our American quarters is that a lot of times the back doesn't have the eagle. It has something different. Like the one I grabbed out of my purse, this one is a Oklahoma quarter. So it's a state quarter. So a lot of times quarters don't have an eagle on the back, but they usually do have George on the front. All right. So the biggest coin we have, again, was the quarter. Now, the funny thing is the next largest value coin is the smallest coin. And this says 1 dime. All right, there's the tails side. So that's what it looks like on the tail side. And this is the head side. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so they're very, very tiny. They're silver too. And so look, big, little. Now, when you hold, and I hold up the real ones, you can see how much smaller the dime is than the quarter. I can hold that both the same way. See, a lot smaller. So it's the smallest coin, but it's not the smallest in amount because it's worth 10 cents. In a minute, I'll let you go find a quarter and a dime. Okay? Now, the next silver coin is bigger. It's bigger than the dime. It is a nickel. So let me hold up my big ones. It seems like that's just a little easier for you to see. So look, so there's the dime. See dime? And this is a nickel. Let me turn it to where it says 5 cents. A nickel is 5 cents, and it's bigger. To me, they shouldn't have done that. They should have made the dime bigger than the nickel, and they should have gotten smaller as they were worth less value, and the smallest should have been a penny. But nobody called and asked me my opinion. But there's the nickel, and there is the dime. They're both silver. Okay, see they've got a head side and they've got a tail side. Interesting. Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, which was his home in Virginia. Okay, now the last one's the easiest one to find, and it's the penny because it looks like it's copper. See, it's brown. Abraham Lincoln, and that's Lincoln Memorial. Make sure I'm turning the right sides. 1 cent. It is worth 1 cent. Do you know it takes more than a cent to make a penny? They talked about getting rid of pennies because it costs more than 1 cent to make a penny. So it costs them more money to make the pennies than they're worth. But there's 1 cent. Okay? And if you looked at the real ones, see the penny is bigger than the dime. And then the penny is, though, not as big as the nickel. So size-wise, we have quarter, then nickel, penny, and then dime. Now, I would like for you to go find some change, and I would like for you to really study these and look very careful at these. Look at the difference of these, okay? And make sure you see the people's faces and like the penny I was holding up just a minute ago, it didn't have, there's lots of different ones. This is a, I'm too blind to see, but it's not Abraham Lincoln Memorial on the back. It is, I can't see if it's a wheat penny or just a different penny than I've seen. So they don't always have the same pictures, but you can go by the color and the size, and they usually always say 1 cent, a dime, 5 cent, and a quarter on them. So I want you to grab a handful of change today. I want you to really study what they look like. I want you to lay them side by side. I want you to compare them. I want you to see the difference between them. See if you can sort them. Put all the quarters in one pile, the nickels in one pile, the pennies in one pile, and the dimes in one pile. And then just randomly pick a couple and add them together and see if you can add up the money. Get an adult to help you to tell you if you've added them up correctly. Just get comfortable with using money, because that's going to be a hard thing that we do during the year, is that we count money, and you've got to know what each one looks like. And you have to know that a quarter is 25, a dime is 10, a nickel is 5, and a penny is 1 cent. So practice that today. If you want to show me a picture of your money and tell me how much it costs, that'd be great. I'd love to see your dojo picture today. So go explore some money.